सुप्रभातं, गुड मॉर्निंग। अद्यतनपाठः अस्ति द्वितीयः पाठः पाथेयम्। पाथेयं शब्दस्य अर्थं जानन्ति किम्? डू यू नो द मीनिंग ऑफ वर्ड पाथेयम्? पाथेयं हैज टू वर्ड्स, पथि इदम्। पथि हितकरम् इदं पाथेयम् अस्ति। पथि on the way, hitakaram beneficial. The things which are beneficial for you on your way of life is called as patheyam. It can be anything in your journey, maybe things like fruits, things like money, your clothes, all those things are useful for you, beneficial for you. But on the in your journey of your life, there are certain values which are very useful for you. So those values are discussed in this lesson. Let us start the lesson. Let us see the first shloka. Prathamam shlokam pashyamaha. Aham gayami sarve anusarantu. Prithivyam त्रीणि रत्नानि जलमन्नं सुभाषितम् मूढैः पाषाणखण्डेषु रत्नसंज्ञा विधीयते. Let us see together. पृथिव्यां त्रीणि रत्नानि जलमन्नं सुभाषितम् मूढैः पाषाणखण्डेषु रत्नसंज्ञा विधीयते. So the shloka talks about three things, three very, very precious things on the earth. All of you turn the page Anvaya. It is easy for you to understand any shloka through Anvaya. As already you know, shlokas are always written in a jumbled form because they follow a certain mathematical formula named Chandas. So we write them in the form of sentence which is called as Anvaya. प्रथमस्य श्लोकस्य अन्वयं पश्यतु. पृथिव्यां जलम् अन्नं सुभाषितं च त्रीणि रत्नानि भवन्ति मूढैः पाषाणखण्डेषु रत्नसंज्ञा विधीयते. पृथिव्यां, पृथिवी नदी शब्द, पृथिव्यां नद्यां, ऑन द अर्थ. पृथिवी पर्यायपदं किमस्ति जानन्ति किम्? वसुन्धरा, भूमिः, धात्री, वसुमती, एते सर्वे पृथिवी शब्दस्य पर्यायपदानि. एतानि सर्वाणि पृथिवी शब्दस्य पर्यायपदानि सन्ति. पृथिव्या ऑन द अर्थ जलम् अन्नं सुभाषितम् इति त्रीणि रत्नानि एव भवन्ति. We all consider that this earth is full of very precious gems and we give value to those gems like diamonds, ruby, emerald, this kind of things. But actually the poet says, actually on the earth there are only three precious gems. They are water, food and good words. Jalam, water. Jalam shabdasya paryayapadam. Udakam, toyam, ityadi. Annam, annam atra. Generally we think annam means rice, but actually annam in Sanskrit is any food. Any eatable is annam. Subhashitam, su good, su upasargah asti. Bhashitam, spoken words. So subhashitam, wise words or good words which are spoken, which are right for that context. So त्रीणि only three. Ratnani bhavanti. Ratnam shabda napumsakalinga shabda. Ratnam ratne ratnani. Ratnani precious gems. मूढैः पाषाणखण्डेषु. मूढाः के सन्ति? मूर्खाः सन्ति. मूढः पर्यायपदमस्ति. मूर्खः foolish person. मूढैः by the foolish people. पाषाणखण्डेषु. पाषाणम is the stone. पाषाणम the stone. पाषाणखण्डः piece of stone. So the foolish people think piece of stones are ratta samnya vidhiyate. Samnya name. So the foolish people name those piece of stones as precious gems. Vidhiyate is called as. So those piece of stones are called as precious gems. But in reality, there are only three precious gems. They are Jalam, Annam, Subhashitam, Cha. See, what beautiful words this Subhashita talks about. These three things are very much required for our life. We can manage our life without those piece of stones like diamonds or emeralds or ruby. but we give unnecessary importance to those materialistic things. So let us see the value of these three precious things in our life and let's value them. इदानीं द्वितीयं श्लोकं पश्यामः. कल्पद्रुमः कल्पितमेव सूते सा कामधुक् कामितमेव दोग्धि चिन्तामणिश्चिन्तितमेव दत्ते सतां हि संगः sakalam prasute. So this shloka talks about the wishing things that we wish and who can provide us. The first example given is kalpadrumaha. Prathamah asti kalpadrumaha. Atra drumaha ityukte vrikshaha asti. Drumaha paryayapadam vrikshaha. Kalpadrumaha, the wishing tree, the tree which can fulfill our desires. So the mythological story states that there is a wishing tree, and if you stand in front of the tree and ask whatever you imagine, your needs will be fulfilled. Similarly, there is a wishing cow. There is a cow which can provide all our wishes. Whatever we desire, it can provide us. Sa kamadhuk kamitam eva dogthi. Kamadhuk, the wishing cow. Kamitam, whatever we desire. Dogthi, it can milk those wishes to us. There is a third example. Chintamanihi chintitam eva datte. Chintamanihi, the wishing gem, a gem which can fulfill whatever the wishes we imagine, which can grant whatever we want. But all these three things are materialistic things. See the fourth one. Satam sangaha sakalam prasute. Satam, the good people, sajjanaha. Sat shabda, shashte vibhakti, sajjana. Sajjananam sangaha. Satam sangaha. Sangaha, company of noble people. Sakalam prasute. Sakalam, everything. Whatever we imagine, whatever we can wish, whatever we can think, whichever is good for us. See the company of good people. If you are with them, if you choose your friendship carefully, if you are always with the people who can guide you in right direction, all your needs are fulfilled, all your desires are fulfilled. Your life will be in a correct position. So choose your friendship carefully. This is what the shloka wants to convey. अधुना तृतीयः श्लोकः. गच्छन् पिपीलको याति योजनानां शतान्यपि अगच्छन् वैनतेयोऽपि padamekam न गच्छति. Turn the Anvaya, page of Anvaya, you can see it easily. Atra kavihi vadati, the poet says, it is not the appearance of or your background that matters in life, but the determination that you have inside your heart to complete the tasks or to achieve something. To convey this message, poet uses two examples. Gachan pipilakaha yojananam shatani api yati. Agachan vainateyaha ekam padam api na gachati. Pipilakaha ant, a tiny ant. Gachan pipilakaha, maybe it's very small in size and its energy is very less, very minute. But on a steady movement, with a steady movement, it can travel great distances. That is how ants can make their own colonies. They can store food because of their determination, not because of their size. But Agachan Vainateyaha. Vainateyaha, eagle, the mighty eagle. Vainateyaha, it is a very famous mythological character eagle, which is the vehicle of Lord Vishnu also. Agachan Vainateyaha, though that eagle is mighty and has lot of energy, blessed with lot of energy, a big body, but it can't take even a single step. Ekam padam api, padam step, even a single step cannot be taken, na gachati, without determination. If it doesn't decide, it cannot. So it is not our decision. It is all about our decisions, but not the appearance or the powerful background that matters. So children, please remember, your decision matter. You are the architects of your life. Never be afraid of your size or of your family or of your other outer things, other appearances. Think only about your determination, decide and achieve something in life. इदानीं चतुर्थं श्लोकं पश्यामः. शोको नाशयते धैर्यं, शोको नाशयते श्रुतं, शोको नाशयते सर्वं, नास्ति शोकसमो रिपुः. See the shloka. Atra shokah iti padam punaha 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 agachiti. Pauna agachati. Shokah, grief. A deep state of sadness. When you think over certain things, certain unpleasant thing for a long time, the grief enters your mind. You will be in a condition where you will not think about any positive thing. Only you will be thinking that unpleasant or the negative or the situation which made you sad. But if it continues for a long time, what happens in our life? So this shloka talks about our mental health. See how much importance was given, mental health was given along with physical health. So the poet says, Shoko dhairyam nashayate. Shokaha, shoko atra sandhi asti, utva sandhi, shokaha plus dhairyam, shokaha, the grief destroys. Dhairyam nashayate. Dhairyam, courage. It destroys our courage. First of all, the deep sadness destroys our courage. Shrokaha shrutam api nashayate. Next, the effect of grief or the sadness is whatever the good words or the wise advice maybe our family or friends or others give, our mind stops accepting such thing because our mind goes into such state. Shokaha sarvam nashayate. Now poet doesn't elaborate other things. Other than this thing, everything, whatever goodness in our life, sarvam, everything, nashayate, it destroys. Shoka samaha ripuhu nasti. Ripuhu, enemy, shatruhu. Ripuhu paryayapadam asti, shatruhu. Shoka samaha, shokena samaha. Equal to grief. Griefness, equal to sadness. There is no enemy in our life equal to sadness. So if you are pondering upon something, pondering upon some unpleasant situation or any fight between your friends or anything related to your studies, don't carry it for a long time. Just move on, leave it and move on. Tomorrow it will always be a better day than today. So stop being sad over simple things, solve the situation and just move on in your life. That is the inner meaning of this shloka. Idanim asti panchamah shlokah. Gauravam prapyate danat natu vittasya sanchayat sthitiruchaihi payodanam payodhinam adhasthitihi. So now the shloka talks about how we earn respect, and a beautiful example is given to justify this statement. Danat gauravam prapyate. See the anvaya. So to understand the shloka better, Danat gauravam prapyate vittasya sanchayat tu na eva prapyate. Danat, dana, donation, giving to someone else who are in need. Gauravam prapyate. Gauravam, respect. Prapyate, to earn. You earn respect only by helping or donating others. Vittasya sanchayat, vittam dhanam. Vittam, money, wealth. Paryayapadam asti dhanam. Sanchayat, sanchayam, the collection. If you collect lot of money and show that you are a very rich person, no, sorry, it doesn't bring you respect. Gauravam na eva prapyate. So respect is only earned when you invest, when you give the money to needy people or you invest for a cause which helps this society. To justify this statement, see the example the poet gives. Payodanam sthitihi uchchaihi bhavati. Two words are given here. Payodaha, payodhihi. Payaha dadati iti. Payaha, the water. The thing which gives the water is meghaha, the cloud. Payodaha, meghaha, paryayapada, cloud. Payodaha artham asti, megha. Look at the clouds which give the water to people. They are situated above the earth. They are held high. Their position is always high. Payodananam sthitihi, the position. Uchchaihi bhavati, uchchaihi, above. They are held high. Payodhina, atra pashatu, payaha, water, dhi dhatu, to collect. So the oceans or the water bodies, payodhihi, ocean or water body. Payodhinam sthitihi, the situation, the condition or the position of the water bodies, adhaha eva bhavati. They are always below, they are always on the earth. So the giving hand, their respect is above, and the person who receives, always in a receiving position. Always who expects others to give, their position in this world is always below, always down. So you decide where you want to stand. Taking help is not bad, but always taking is not good. Take the help and rise to the position where you can help others. You can give it to society, whatever the wealth you earn. इदानीम् अस्ति षष्ठः श्लोकः. सद्भिस्तु लीलया प्रोक्तं शिलालिखितमक्षरम् असद्भिः शपथेनापि जले लिखितमक्षरम्. सद्भिः तु लीलया प्रोक्तं शिलालिखितम् अक्षरम् इव भवति. So the shloka talks about the words we speak. They always, our words talk about our personality. People give importance to our words depending upon our personality, how we have created a position in this world. Words spoken casually by noble people. Sadbhihi, sat, the good people, sajjanaha, by them. Leelaya proktam. Leela is very casual, easily, without thinking much. From their own heart, their original words. Leelaya proktam spoken. Shila likhitam aksharam. They are as permanent as aksharam, the alphabets. Shila likhitam. Shila, all of you know, the stones, like stone carvings. If you write something on stone, if you carve something on stone, it is permanent. Even after many centuries, we can see those carvings. So, here the poet says the words spoken by good people are as good as stone carvings. Shila likhitam aksharam. Iva, like bhavati. Asadbhihi, people who are not noble, people who are immature, people who are not helpful. Such people are asat janaha, durjanaha. Asadbhihi, shapathena api. Not by casual, even by thinking for a long time and saying the words as taking oath. Shapataha, oath taking, like very firm words. Shapathena api, even they speak very firmly. Even they think that their words are great and they speak very firmly. They are as good as jale likhitam aksharam. The words written on water. Just imagine, if you write something on water, how many seconds can it stay? As against the words carved on stone. Jale likhitam aksharam iva bhavati. So you decide what type of people you want to be, what type of words you want to speak. So how much, if your personality is not very strong, whatever type of words you say, how much ever firmly you speak, it won't stand. If you are a noble person, if you are a well-educated person, even the simple words spoken by you matter a lot. This is the meaning of this shloka. Saptamam shlokam pashatu. All of you turn and see the 7th shloka. Bhavanti namrastaravaha phalodgamaihi navambubhir bhuri vilambino ghanaha anuddhataha satpurushaha samriddhibhihi swabhava evaisha paropakarinam. See the shloka. Taravaha phalodgamaihi namraha bhavanti. Atra asti anvayaha. Taravaha, taruhu, drumaha, vrikshaha. The previous shloka had the word drumaha, kalpadrumaha. So taruhu, drumaha, vrikshaha. Everything is paryayapada. It means tree. Taruhu, taru, taravaha. Taravaha, bahuvachana, trees. Taravaha, the trees. Phalodgamaihi, phala plus udgamaihi. Phala, all of you know, fruits. Udgamaha, the bearing of trees, bearing of fruits. When the season comes and when trees bear the fruits, phalodgamaihi, namraha bhavanti. Namraha, polite. Meaning of word namraha is polite, but in this context, it is coming down. Look at the tree. For example, look at a mango tree. When it is full of mangoes, it looks like as if it is bending down because it possesses some wealth called as fruits. Namraha bhavanti. Next example, ghanaha, ghanaha, meghaha, clouds. In the previous shloka also you had this word, paryayapada of this word, payodaha, ghanaha, the clouds, nava ambubhihi, nava plus ambubhihi, nava new, fresh. Ambu, jalam, water. Nava ambu, fresh waters. So when the onset of monsoon, when they have fresh waters inside them, when they are ready to shower, navambu bihi, bhuri vilambinaha, bhuri extremely, vilambinaha bending. We can observe, we can see the clouds on the sky as if now they will come down, right? When they want to shower on the earth. So once again, the clouds full of fresh waters, they come down, they come to earth, they come below. Bhavanti satpurushaha samriddhibihi anuddhataha bhavanti. So giving these two example, poet wants to say satpurushaha, good people or the noble people, samriddhibihi, samriddhihi dhanam, richness, wealth. When the noble people possess wealth, when they have a lot of money, good wealth, anuddhataha, underline the word, anuddhataha, humble. They become very humble when they have big wealth, lot of money, lot of wealth, because they want to help others. That is the nature of noble people. Anuddhataha bhavanti eshaha paropakarinam swabhavaha bhavati. Paropakari, the person who help others. Para plus upakari. Para, others. Upakara, help. Paropakarinam, the person who helps others. Swabhavaha bhavati. It is their original nature. If a person is a noble person, why he or she is called as noble person? Because the helping other is like very obvious for them. So that's their true nature of those type of people. So we need to learn such values. We don't have to look here and there. Just look at outside. Just look at the nature. Look at the trees. Look at the clouds. How they teach us how to help others. So now in the lesson Patheyam, 8th shloka, idanim Ashtamaha shlokaha Patheyam Pathe, Kashtadagnirjayate Madhyamanat Bhumistoyam Kanyamana Dadati Sotsahanam Nastya Sadhyam Naranam Margarabdhaha Sarvayatna Phalanti. So the Anvaya here, Madhyamanat Kashthat Agnihi Jayate Khanyamana Bhumihi Toyam Dadati Sotsahanam Naranam Asadhyam Nasti Marge Arabdhaha Sarve Yatnaha Phalanti. So even the impossible tasks can be accomplished if you have the determination, if you are enthusiastic. Look at the examples. Madhyamanat kashthat. Kashtham, the piece of wood. Piece of wood looks dry, lifeless. But when you rub two pieces of wood, we can create fire out of it. Madhyamanat, by churning, by rubbing. Kashthat, from the wood. Agnihi, fire. Jayate, we can create fire. The task looks impossible, but it is possible actually, if we can try. Khanyamana bhumihi, all of you know, prithvi, bhumihi paryayapada prithvi asti, earth. Khanyamana, by digging. If you go on digging the earth looks very hard, impossible to penetrate. But if you keep on digging, toyam dadati, toyam jalam, note down please, toyam paryayapada jalam, water. We all know this, right? If we go on digging earth, we can get potable water. Very clean water is always available underground. Dadati. See, these two tasks look impossible, but they are possible if we try. So, sotsahanam naranam asadhyam nasti. Sa utsahanam. Utsaha, enthusiasm. Sa utsaha, with enthusiasm. Sa is saha, with. Narana, for the people who are very enthusiastic, asadhyam nasti. Note down, asadhyam, impossible. Sadhyam, opposite, asadhyam. Asadhyam nasti. Marge arabdhaha. Margam asti, way, the right direction. Arabdhaha, started. If you start any task in correct direction, if you know the objective, if you know what you want to achieve and what will be the final result, that is called as starting the task in correct direction. Marge arabdhaha sarve yatnaha. Yatnaha, efforts. Any effort which is put in right direction, phalanti. It gives the result. So by just looking at the task, don't decide that it is impossible. There is nothing impossible in this world. If you want to achieve, if you determine to achieve, only the thing we need to have is enthusiasm. We need to decide, yes, I want to do it. And there is nothing impossible in your life. Next shloka, the 9th shloka, actually it is a conversation between a sage and a king. It comes in one of our epics. So the shloka says, Vayamiha paritushtaha valkalaistvam dukulaihi sama iha paritosho nirvishesho visheshaha satu bhavati daridro yasya trishna vishala manasi cha paritushte korthavan ko daridraha. So, as I told, please understand this shloka, understand the context of this shloka. It's a conversation between a sage and a king. Ekaha rishihi asti, ekaha raja asti. So the Rishi speaks. Rishi talks about the true meaning of joy. Who is the happiest person on this earth? That is told by this shloka. So Vayam valkalaihi paritushtaha smaha tvam dukulaihi paritushtaha asi. So the sage says, Rishihi vadati, Vayam, we all, the we in the sense the sages. Valkalaihi, valkalam, a cloth made up of bark of the tree. This is the oldest way of making cloths. Whatever the cloths nowadays we have, they are prepared, they are made in mills, power looms. They create the threads and the cloths are woven. But in olden days, the cloths were made out of the bark of the tree. The various process was going on and they used to make the cloths. So he says that the simplest cloths that can be made and worn. So the sage says, Rishihi vadati vayam valkalaihi paritushtaha smaha. Paritushtaha santushtaha, happy. We are just happy, even they were the simplest clothes, but we are happy to wear it because we never give importance to those clothes. Our idea of life is different. Tvam dukulaihi paritushtaha asi. But tvam here is that king. Dukulam. Dukulam, the silk cloth, the finest cloth available. Paritushtaha asi. You are happy wearing that silk cloth. But look at the happiness. Iha paritoshaha samaha asti. Paritoshaha santoshaha. Note down. Paritoshaha, happiness. But there is no difference in happiness. If you measure the happiness in our hearts, person wearing the simplest cloth and person wearing the silk cloth, happiness is same, joy is same. Visheshaha nirvisheshaha asti. Visheshaha, the speciality, which we say that the silk cloth has something special. Nirvisheshaha. When you are happy, such difference doesn't exist. Happiness is important, not the cloth here. Nirvisheshaha, no speciality, no special thing for that special cloth. Nirvisheshaha asti. So, satu daridraha bhavati yasya trishna vishala asti. Then who is the poor person on this earth if everybody is happy? So see the golden word spoken by that sage. Sahatu daridraha bhavati. Daridraha, poor. Who is the poor person? Yasya trishna vishala asti. Trishna, the needs. Vishala, huge. A person having huge needs, never ending needs. If you keep on saying, ye dil mange more, I want this, I want that, I want that, then you are the poor person because you are never satisfied. So richness is not in the materialistic things. Richness is inside our heart. If we feel that I have enough, I am rich person. But if I feel that I don't have anything and I want more, I am the poor person. So Satu Bhavati Dharidraha, he is the poor person whose needs are big, whose desires never end. Paritushte Manasi Daridraha Kaha Asti, Arthavan Kaha Asti. Here the poet asks you a question. Paritushte Manasi, in the happy mind, Manasi, in the mind, Paritushte, happy, Visheshana, Vishesha. Paritushte Manasi, Daridraha Kaha Asti. Who is the poor? Daridraha poor. Arthavan Kaha Asti. Arthavan, rich. If mind is happy, tell me, who is rich and who is poor? There is no poor person at all. Everyone is rich. So if we want to become rich, if we called as rich, be happy inside your heart. Be content with whatever you have. Try to get more and stay happy with whatever you earn. Asya pathasya antimah shlokaha, last shloka of this lesson, 10th shloka. Aishwaryasya vibhushanam sujanata, shauryasya vak samyamo, jnanasyopashamaha, kulasya vinayo, vittasya patre vyayaha, akrodhastapasaha, kshama balavatam, dharmasya nirvyajata, sarveshamapi sarvakaranamidam, sheelam param bhushanam. So this shloka talks about what decorates what. What is the best ornament in our life? We always want diamond ornaments, ruby, emerald, gold, silver, various type of ornaments people want to possess, and they want to say that I am the richest. I have everything. But what is the real ornament for our personality? That is discussed through this shloka. Aishwaryasya vibhushanam sujanata asti. Aishwaryam, wealth. If there is wealth, person should be polite, because politeness is the ornament for wealth. Wealth looks great if that person is polite. Shauryasya vibhushanam vak samyamaha bhavati. Shauryam, the bravery, the beauty of bravery. If a person is brave, what he should possess? Vak samyama, vak, the speech, samyama, the control over speech. That person should not boost himself. He should not talk too much about himself. It doesn't look good. That is not called as bravery. Bravery is one where there is controlled speech, where the person is very humble and he talks the reality. Jnanasya vibhushanam upashamaha asti. So jnanam, knowledge. If you have knowledge, you don't have to go on tell everything that I am a knowledgeable person, because the beauty of knowledge is found in peace and humility. You need to be very humble. You need to love peace. You should not make noise that I have a lot of knowledge. Our knowledge should make the sound, not the person. Kulasya vibhushanam vinayaha bhavati. So, the beauty of born in a great family is always about being humble. Kula, the family, or getting attached to a big person, big position, big family. When you are in such position, you look good only if you are polite. Vinayaha, polite, humbleness. Vittasya vibhushanam patre vyayaha bhavati. Vittam, as I already told in the previous shloka also this word was there. Vittam dhanam, money. Vibhushanam, the ornament of money. Patre vyayaha, vyayaha, spending. Patre, for the deserving person. Patraha, a person who deserves money, who wants the money, who is in the need of money. Not just by spending for the purpose of spending. If you spend money for a right cause or a right person, that money looks great. Tapasaha vibhushanam akrodhaha bhavati. Tapasaha, penance. Penance is the thing which, penance is any work which you do wholeheartedly. That is called as penance. But penance looks good. Akrodha, if you are not angry. Krodha, angry. By staying calm and showing the inner strength. Tapasaha vibhushanam akrodha bhavati. If you are free from anger and do your work wholeheartedly, that is called as real penance. Balavatam vibhushanam kshama bhavati. Balavan, the strong person, mighty person. Vibhushanam kshama. If you are mighty, you don't have to go and pounce on others. You don't have to go and hit others just because you have a lot of energy. But you should be a forgiver. You need to forgive others' mistake. Then only you are called as a strong person. Dharmasya vibhushanam nirvyajata bhavati. The two ornament of religion. Dharma has various meanings. Performing your duties or following a religion, everything is dharma. But what is the beauty of it is nirvyajata, is pure conduct, good conduct. If you are performing some duty, do it properly so that there is no mistake in it. So dharmasya vibhushanam nirvyajata. Nirvyajata here is pure conduct. If you are following some religion, do it properly. Follow the rules of those religion. That is called as nirvyajata. Sarvesham api sarva karanam idam. So if we go on listing, there are many reasons and many ornaments. But at least remember one line, Sheelam param bhushanam bhavati. Whatever said and done, finally the finest ornament of all is good character. You just have good conduct, more than sufficient, because Sheelam param bhushanam bhavati. Sheelam, the good character, good conduct. Param bhushanam, greatest ornament of all on this earth.